right, now that the dust is settled and the album is dropped, Dance Gavin Dance gets to sit back, recalibrate, and look at the success of their newest album, Pantheon. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and you don't know who I'm talking about, then you must have stumbled upon the wrong video, or you can just stumble upon the right video up here that'll tell you all about Dance Gavin Dance and my review of their Pantheon album. So let's get into their immediate future here. Dance Gavin Dance, most recently, they just did a tour, and the tour is called the Return of the Robot Tour. It was this year, a couple months ago, like summertime, and yeah, I missed it. I missed the tour. I was going to go to their show in Phoenix on June 20th, I believe, but I just couldn't make it. I had some stuff come up where I had to travel and do some family stuff, but I will not ever miss a date now that the band is back active and they're back touring. I will definitely be at their next show, even if I got to go to Florida, which is where the next show is at. I think they got 2 shows in January. And then I believe touring-wise, Andrew does go on a tour with his other band in February. So we won't be getting that Pantheon tour at the very beginning of the year, that's for sure. Which will give me some time to save up the balloons for the endeavor, if you know what I mean. What they're doing right now is probably just resting, just chilling. When they were with Tilian, they took, 18 months between records with touring and all the other stuff to get back doing another record. So luckily for this one, there's rumors that they're already working on music, have already worked on music for the next record, for the next album, and are excited kind of just to kick things off with Andrew because, they're all vibing, they're all connecting, and they're unified as hell. So for us, I think that means that we're going to eat good. Also, there are rumors that Johnny Craig and Kurt Travis are going to make some special guest appearances on the next project. I would be really surprised, honestly, if they appeared on an official album. Maybe Kurt. I could see Kurt appearing on the official album, no problem. I'd be surprised if Johnny appeared on the official album. I could more see him being on a Tree City Sessions 3 type of vibe, or some a side song, a single or something. All the while, I'm excited. I started listening to the band in the Johnny Craig era. That his voice is what drew me to the band and the genre of music. So while I don't agree with the person, I definitely hold a special place in my heart for the band when they had him as the lead singer. And honestly, I'm not one of those people that are just hardcore fixated on one of the singers. I liked all of the eras of Dance Gavin Dance. But honestly, it's refreshing to hear Pantheon and kind of step away from the kind of pop vibe that Tilian brought, which I still love. I'm a big fan of all genres. I write music, I write pop, I write alternative music, and I also write rap. So all those genres, they don't offend me when I listen to music. It's not oh, I don't want pop mixed with this or that. I just felt like the sound kind of got to a point where it was cookie cutter Dance Gavin Dance sound. And Dance Gavin Dance is not a band that has that type of limitation. So I'm happy to see them return to a more fluid state where they can bounce in between styles, bounce in between sounds, high songs, low songs. The range is all over the place. But this isn't a music review. This is about their future. So they're making new music. I hope that music goes well. I hope to see them sooner than 18 months. That would be great because, I think in this new era, they're probably going to be eager to get new music out to the fans as quickly as possible with this new ensemble of people. So when they do perform, they can perform stuff that everybody made together, that everybody loves equally, and obviously quell the fan base's constant comparison to the other singers and, oh, you didn't sing this right, or, oh, it doesn't sound like this person singing. That's why I think the album kind of gets a little bit of flack, and the band itself is getting a little flack right now because it's an adjusting period, and change is something that humans don't like. Luckily for me, I'm in the rare few that really love what this band is doing and really am excited to see what the future can hold for them. And I'm excited to see what songs they decide to put on the Tree City sessions this time, and see what Andrew can do, with some of the older DGD songs, and just kind of see where the band can take it from here. I'd like to see them maybe just be a little more active than they were. Obviously, they lost Tim and then the singer drama, so can't really blame them for, kind of chilling out a little bit. But I'm excited to see them. I'm going to go to the tour. If you have any opinions on the future of Dance Gavin Dance and what they should do, or what you want to see them do, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know how you feel about the album. Obviously, you can go to the review if you want my full album review. Again, I have to preface it with I'm a Johnny Craig first listener, then Kurt Travis, and then Tilian. And so I feel like that when you're that type of listener, you really have a different viewpoint of the band than someone who's only been there for the Tilian era, or only been there for a majority of when it was just Tilian, or that's what they liked the best. Then you're kind of like you're listening to a whole different band. So I like to see other people's perspectives on what they want to see the band do, or how they felt about the album, or how they feel about, live performances, because there are a lot of people saying this or that on Reddit. A lot of people on Reddit are saying, I don't want to say negative stuff, but they're just voicing their opinion, which is 100% okay. It's what you're supposed to do. But I feel like a lot of those negative comments were made by people immediately after the album came out, after listening to it once or twice. And I've learned, as someone who writes music and someone who reviews music, that's just not the way to review music. You have to let it sit. You have to listen to it again and again, and when in different situations, and passively and actively, and actually give it a shot, because it wasn't made in a day. You shouldn't judge it in a day. That's just not the way. It's not logical, and you didn't grow to love your favorite artist immediately. I mean, there is some songs immediately on the album that grabbed me. I won't say them here because then you won't watch the review video, but there are some songs that immediately grabbed me and that immediately made me stay. I can see why people, aren't used to it, and some people don't like it because they like something different, which is totally all right. But for me, I would say the future of the band is bright because they look happy, they sound happy, and if you see them on tour, if you see any of the videos, they look ecstatic, so I'm ecstatic, If you're messing with the content, please do me a huge favor. Like, share, subscribe, and also tell a friend, because it helps the channel and it'll help me keep the lights on in this piece. So thank you guys so much. And again, go check out this Dance Gavin Dance Pantheon review. Let me know what you think. Later.